When it comes to sales, whoever controls the meetings wins. Here's a step-by-step process to make sure that you run an effective sales meeting every single time. So a meeting is only good as the person leading it. And as a salesperson, your job is to facilitate a productive sales meeting so you can close the sale. The problem is the majority of salespeople, they're performing with no structure and no vision. They're just trying to close deals and do business, and they have no type of strategy to execute. If you don't have a vision for what you want to accomplish, you are going to spend an overwhelming amount of time just turning your wheels and not going anywhere. So, before you go into a sales meeting, you should first have a pre-planned agenda so you can make it productive. Okay, so the first step number one, is to prepare and research. And this step actually all happens before we ever even meet with the customer at all. Okay, this is modern sales, everyone. We have access to something called the internet where we can learn endless information about our customer before we ever even step foot in the same room as them. Okay, so go prepared. Good preparation is the foundation on which the rest of the entire sales cycle is built. So when you have the face-to-face sales meeting with the potential customer, either they come to you or you go to them. Okay, and unless you're in door-to-door sales, you've had a planned appointment with them. We're going to assume that you have had initial contact and that is how you got to the set appointment. So when you go into that second meeting with them and you walk into their office, you want to instantly, right away, you need to make a human connection with them. Okay, because right now, up until this point, they just view you as a salesperson, not even as a human. Okay, think of it like when you're driving. Are you ever driving and someone cuts you off and you're pissed? You chase them down, you're screaming, and then when you finally drive past them and look, you see a little old grandma with thick glasses, can barely see. You can't even be mad anymore. It just melts away because it's not just a car or an experience anymore. It's a 90-year-old woman. Okay, so just like in that scenario, you want to say something right when you walk into the meeting that's not about business to start the meeting. You could give a compliment. You could make a comment about something they have displayed or a picture in their office. Anything, you just want to say something small to break the ice and set the tone. Now, step number two, which is the first meeting, it's essentially kind of like the second phase of prospecting, all right, where you're spending time continuing to qualify them, all right? You want to start to build rapport. If people like you, they will listen to you. If they listen to you, they will start to trust you. And once they trust you, then they will buy from you. But it all begins with them liking you during the meeting. However, by the same token, even though you do want them to like you, you're still there to sell. Okay, you don't want to spend 20 minutes rambling and talking about sports and the weather like other salespeople. Okay, you don't want them to leave the meeting thinking to themselves, wow, I really liked that guy. Maybe I could be friends with him. No, you want them thinking after they leave the meeting, I've never thought about that before, or I've never heard somebody present that way to me before. What else does this person know that I don't? Okay, so once you have an understanding of what they need and their pain points, then you're going to go into your demo or your pitch. And depending on the industry, this could be very formal. It could be a one-on-one. It could be a group setting. It could be that you're just walking them through something on your tablet or even something as simple as just showing them some hard copy literature. Okay, whatever form it takes, the essence should be tailored towards resolving their pain points that you uncovered previously. Now, at this point in your meeting, some new objections may have surfaced at this point. Rejections and objections, they are extremely common in sales, okay, and any salesperson who lacks the ability to handle objections will soon be out of the game. That's just the facts. If you can't handle objections, rejections, you gotta go. But any sales pro knows that objections actually move the sale forward And they give you an opportunity to go from a sleazy salesperson to a trusted advisor and an expert. And then finally, it is closing or asking for the sale. Okay, this is usually finalizing the sale. This involves sending a proposal or a quote or collecting payments. Okay, and depending on the industry that you're in, you might need to negotiate the contract, or you might need to get signatures from some other key decision makers in your prospect's company. You know, we all know that not every sales meeting ends with a close. So you might actually need to start nurturing your prospect depending on your industry. Okay, you might spend a lot of time in this stage. A strategic sales follow-up process, it's your best bet for getting the final response you want. And you want to make sure that you have a set of repeatable steps that you follow to take a prospective buyer from the early stages of awareness all the way to the closed sale. Okay, have you ever, let me use this as an example. Have you ever cooked something from memory? You just threw it together from scratch. Okay, and it just didn't quite turn out the right way, and it's super annoying because it has turned out great before. Okay, so why didn't it turn out well this time? Because you didn't have a set in stone process. You didn't follow a recipe. Okay, if your sales conversions slow down and you have data and a recipe, you can then start analyzing the performance indicators of each step and seeing what you need to adjust in order to refine it. Use these steps and you will make sure that you run an effective sales meeting every single time. Thank you everyone for watching this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments below what your biggest takeaway was and if there's a topic that you want me to cover in my next video. I'll see you next time.